sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Red Pill Diaries. I'm your host, Rashid, and I'd like to thank you for giving me another hour of your day and another day of your time. I am not at home right now, so I'm broadcasting at my sister's house. I'm on her patio broadcasting for you guys, and I did this now because I didn't know if I would be able to make it back home in time to do our live stream that we had scheduled for 6:30 or 6:40 or something like this. But before we go further into the show on politics and news, and we address a lot of the issues that are at hand that are unfolding, I like to say, look, we got a power pack month coming up. We have Larry Wilkerson coming on Friday. We have CIA analyst Larry Johnson on at 2 o'clock on Thursday. We have Scott from Calibrated on at 3:30 on Thursday. We have um, uh, Lawrence Freeman coming on. We have Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, former U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, coming on. We have Scott. We may have Scott Bennett. We may have my guy Brian when he gets a little time. I just got done talking to my guy Carl Czar shortly. He's off somewhere, but we're gonna have him sometime this month. We also got Gregory Manarino coming back on the platform. We got a whole host of guests for you coming on. We're gonna have uh, old and new guests coming on for you. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on the most powerful platform for truth, bar none, on God's green earth. This is your platform for education, elevation, and edification. This is the Red Pill Diaries. And I'm your host, your brother, and your friend Rashid. I'd like to thank all of you for your support. We got a Patreon coming on. We got a Patreon either tomorrow, Patreon and channel member stream either tomorrow or Thursday. We're going to have some surprises for you guys coming up also, okay? And we got a giveaway also coming up soon too. And we're still waiting for one of the people who got the giveaway to give us the information to give them their prize. We've been trying to Medi, been trying for months, man, to try to give you your prize. But hey, it is what it is. Let's do this thing. Let's go into the news now. All right. Shout out to Max Sparks in the building. Shout out to Lee Argent in the building. Shout out to the Red Pill Diaries and the Red Pill family. My guy Ping One is in the building. Salam, and shout out to you also in the building. So you're gonna hear a lot in the background because I'm outside on the patio, and I want to just I'm on my sister's patio and on her property. So we're gonna do this now. Let's go into something. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of the so-called alternative media platforms, and I've been wondering when are they going to blame Trump for some of the stuff that is going on. Shout out to Perseverance Chameleon in the building. Shout out everybody. Anyway, I was looking at a few things that's going on, right, with the Trump administration. You know me, I call the ace a ace and a spade a spade. And I've been looking at how this thing that is blowing up with Ukraine, right? And I'm no supporter of any of this. Shout out to Beer Break One in the building. Shout out to my Holly Horn is in the building. Shout out to you guys. I'm no support of the Nazi regime. I'm no support of the color revolutions. I'm not in support of deflecting for a reason they don't understand, or they don't want to admit to the fact that all of this is the United States. This is Britain. This is NATO. And what is being told to the people is not by accident, and it is not due to Ukraine. It is not due to Zelensky. It is due to a failed imperial policy by the West. And now that the ship is sinking, and every time he tried to talk, they brought it back to Epstein. So guess what happens? Guess what happens? When the when the pot started boiling and the frog started bubbling, guess what happened? Mr. Kirk was assassinated, right? He was killed. Convenient. Because again, when there's I continue to say this, when there's a crime committed, the police always look for motive, opportunity, and who benefits. And they always look at the spouse first, right? And I'm not talking about his wife when I say spouse. Again, I got to reiterate that. When I say spouse, I'm talking about the people that he was in bed with politically and economically and religiously, okay? When you look at them, all of them have benefited. Who had the opportunity? Trump, right? Who all of this is playing out as Walt Disney. Remember, Trump was almost assassinated. Let me see if I can tilt it a little bit so you can see it and have coffee every day. We ransacked my sister's house, and it's hot out here. I'm still drinking. Let me see if I can tilt it a little bit so you can see the coffee in here. Uh-oh, I just spilled a little bit on me. But yeah, everybody, we're going to try to bring you guys the best information, seriously, and the best. Thank you, Ping. Great job, Rashid. So, he's doing the best he can with what he can, and we got new equipment. But I'm not at home. Reeve Omar said, "I love Larry Johnson's insight. It's on point and humor. Yeah, he'll keep you laughing." And I talk to these guys behind closed doors, so this is not just. Say to you guys, if this is not Bizarro World, you tell me what is. The headline is today, October 6th, from Russia Today. The article is titled, and listen to this article, U.S. strikes on Venezuelan boats, an act of kindness, according to Donald Trump. So killing people is an act of kindness. Now, I want you to resources extraction, right? Therefore, that he can fund education, job programs, all of this stuff, weighted air defense systems. Venezuela can fight. Don't get it twisted. Will they be able to withstand the onslaught of the empire because the United States is still a powerful nation? If the Latin American nations get fed up and they join hands, the U.S. would not be able to overthrow the government of let's see. M. Spark says there can be no justice when the perpetrator is the judge, jury, and executioner. Absolutely. Lee Argent says, "Yep, Jeff Sachs was there when they did that." See, I'm not making this stuff up. Correction: the slave revolts in America. So let's see. Rico Omar says, and Haiti was forced to pay reparations to France, and they still are paying them. Talk about Bizarro World back then. They are still paying them. Incognito says it's either climate change or weapons of mass destruction or drugs or whatever excuse for murder they come up with. USA, the United States of Alzheimer's. Yes. Listen, everybody, I want to thank you all for joining me. Remember, join us all week long. We got all kind of guests coming on the platform. You guys got to be a part of this. You guys got to share this, like it, tell everybody about the Red Pill Diaries. Also, do this for me. Whatever platform that I'm on, go sign up to it. Every one of them. Also, check your notifications. Some of you may want to unsubscribe, then resubscribe and hit the notification bell because that may work like that. Okay, my son said maybe that would help a little bit with trying to beat them from doing what they're doing. But like I said, until tomorrow, I got to say this to you all. I want to thank you from the depth of my soul to the bottom of my heart for giving me your ear for this hour. Remember to do right by others, not because of some accolades or because there's something to be gotten from it. Do right by others because it's the right, the humane, and the godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, remember that God Almighty is watching you. As my mother always used to say to me, God sits high, but he looks low. Know that I love each and every one of you who loves truth, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, stay strong, stay true, but above all things, remember to stay righteous. Hey, mama, your baby boy loves you more than life. Thank you, everybody. Deuces. We're out of here. Peace.
you're just a